In this video, I am showing and talking about the differences of working out of different types of systems for diamond painting. My name is Marissa and I make a variety of diamond art content. If that interests you, consider subscribing. I don't have really a favorite type of system to work out of. I kind of choose based on like a kit by kit. I think they all have their own pros and cons. And I kind of want to show you bags first. If it's like an average size amount of numbers of colors in a kit, I like to work out of bags. They're super quick to kit up and kit down, easy to organize, and I use a little placeholder to, find what I need to do if I need to find one at a time. For that, I put this there and I will use this one and I'll do what I need to do with this and put it back. Although I do sometimes think working out of bags is a little fussy. It can be a pain in the butt to constantly open the bag, pour out, use what I need to do, and then pour back in and make sure it's fully zipped shut. Sometimes it's hard to tell if these are fully shut. And then also while working with them, when you go to open, there's a potential of ripping the bags at the seams or not having the opening open enough to pour your drills back. So you end up with drills kind of just going everywhere. And if you don't have like a placeholder, it's hard to keep these organized. I don't like heavy confetti with bags. With the containers, I'll show you this right here. I like being able to just pull out each container and putting it next to the tray that I'm going to use for heavy confetti. It's easier and more visually pleasing to me to be able to see exactly what order they're in. I can snap a picture of the way I organized the whole kit, and then when I'm done with a ton of confetti, sometimes you could end up with 20 containers out in different types of trays, and it's super easy to reference back to the picture you took and put it back in a nice organized manner. So that's one of the things I don't like about bags is it's kind of hard to, one, visually see how it's organized without a lot of searching and rummaging through. And then for high confetti, it just sucks. I do like, though, when working out of bags, it takes up significantly less space. So if you don't have a lot of space to work with already, I think this is a great option. I do like having it kit up in here, especially if it's like a medium size amount of numbers. I'm gonna say around 35 to 50 numbers or bags. It doesn't take up that much space. I think this is 58 colors in this kit, or it might be 57. I was really excited to kit up and just jump into this canvas that I had gotten. And the quickest way for me to be able to do that was bags. Slap the sticker that's already on there and it's already labeled right there, and you're ready to go. So the ease of use and the ease of kitting up to just get started is why I chose to do this one, just out of pure excitement. Now, if it comes in those bags that you have to like cut and pour into a resealable bag, I won't be kitting into bags. I will be doing it into containers. It's just kind of how my brain works. Like if it already comes in bags, sometimes it's easier just to keep it in bags. But if I already have to pour into another container and it has static in it, it's just easier to put inside containers. And I like that you can visually see the colors and the organization easier with containers. And some pros and cons of containers in the different types. I like how secure I feel with containers. Like I said, it's easier to spill with bags. The bags could rip. Sometimes they don't seal all the way. I don't like that they could, like once they start getting a little bit lower and empty, they can collapse and kind of fold up. Like let's say you're putting this in here and it folds up and like a bag can be buried so then you don't see it while you're going through here, but really it's all the way down in the bottom. It's kind of flat on the bottom. So I don't like that, how it can collapse. So those are just a few cons of that, and you don't have that problem with this. I like that most of these types of containers has lids or have a containment way to them, like these Elizabeth Ward style ones. You pop open there, you have your containers, you can visibly see your symbols really well, you can see what color you're working with. I think when you're dealing with static, with bags, you can put a little, I have them in here. Like, I have a little cut dryer sheet in there, and you just huff in there a little bit, and like you would, like you're warming up your hands, to get some moisturize in there and stuff like that. So I don't mind dryer sheets with bags, but I prefer Static Guard and a cotton swab to just kind of spray the Static Guard on a cotton swab and mix it in the bag before you pour it into the container. Or if you still have some static, you could just use a cotton swab and mix around. I think the ease of opening and closing for a container is a little bit easier for me. I do know that there's a lot of people that have hand issues, whether it be strength or lack of feeling in their hands or just arthritis. So to find a container that's easy to open versus trying to do the bags would be much more beneficial, I think, and just the ease of use, the way it's easier to pour out and pour back in. So that could be so much better for that. And I've dropped a whole thing of these before and none of the containers have popped open. The lid stayed on. I've had it to where it's fallen over with my diamonds loose like this, and these just kind of flew everywhere. I was able to put in and reorganize them. I haven't had any issues with these breaking yet. So I like the security and the visual aspect of these. Also with confetti, I've already mentioned, super easy to use. Now when it comes to this type of container or system to work out of, I do really enjoy working out of this. I like these with a smaller amount of numbered kits. Like if it has, I don't know, anywhere from 18 to 30 numbers to go through. I like to have in these because you can fill multiple of these containers with the same color and not worry about running out. I like the security of them to be able to twist and close. The ease of use of that, I feel like it is secure. If you drop this, the kids get into it, or you can carry it around. And on top of that, it's just pretty. I like that it has extra storage right here, so you can have your stickers. If you need to do extra stickers, you can put your tools in there. A little funnel, you could add your whatever it is that you're using in there. You can do your tray and your pen too, as well as, let's say you want to put your putty in there too. For whatever you're using, you could have that all right there. You have it all together. You don't have to have multiple things, around. It's all together and you can just start your kit right there. And they fit all inside this extra storage thing. The only thing is like once you have the stickers and stuff on there, if you're looking at it from like just right here, you can't really see what colors are down below. So it's not as apparent like this. The colors are very up front. Like you can tell pinks in this one. You can tell blues are in this one. These are your darker colors. With this one, since they are so long and tube-like and there is a foam insert you put in there, you can't really see the colors, but you could see the labels very clearly on top. So I do like that, so that either way, if you're searching for a symbol, they are literally right there. You don't have to sift through to find them. So it also depends on the investment you want to put in it. So not only the ease of use, but let's talk about money and expenses. Working out of bags can be super cheap. There are kits that already come in bags, so you don't even have to buy a separate system for it. Or you can buy separate little tiny bags like this on your own too for very cheap. I think I got a pack of 400 for like $6 on Amazon, and it's not that much of an investment. It is easy to kit up and kit down, so if you don't want to spend a lot of money, the bags are a great system. The Elizabeth Ward style ones, the Elizabeth Wards themselves are expensive in my opinion, but also the knockoffs can be pretty expensive too. I mean, $12 to what, $28 is what I've seen them range from. These can also be a little bit of an investment. I think this was like $15, but the nice thing with this is it came with extra fun things. I think it came with a pen, a straightener, some wax, a little wax container holder, the funnel, and stickers. So you get extra stuff with it too that you can use, but it also comes with like how much security do you want? Are you going to be traveling with it? How much space do you have? What funds do you have to spend? So I just kind of wanted to go over some pros and cons because I did just start working out of bags. This is the third kit that I've done with bags so far. I did one that was not confetti heavy, a lot of color blocking, less colors, and it was a dream working out of bags. Then I did a kit that was very confetti heavy, and I hated it. I hated having to open close bags. I couldn't pull out a bunch of bags because I didn't want to lose my organization, and it was just frustrating to open this, pour out 3 diamonds that I needed, put it there, put it back, and then also what happens with high confetti kits is you can think you're about done with the section and then see all of the ones you did miss originally. So you're going back to either each container or baggie more than once, sometimes 2, 3, 4 times. It's happened to me, and it's just frustrating to where I like these to where I can just say, hey, I'm done, pour some in the tray, set this in the tray, and have 20 trays out and it'd be fine. And I honestly really enjoy having different options so I can choose what works best with what kit. So I could do multiple ways with these. I also keep, when I work out of the, this, I keep my tools that I want to use inside a little container like this and just keep it all together. So it works well for if I'm doing multiple kits like I am right now. Well, kind of. I DNF'd this one, but I'll keep it in this container system for if I go back to it. We'll see. I'm going to give it a couple months to see. Anyways, I could have my tools that I could use for either all 3 kits in just one separate thing, but if I want to use special coordinated stuff with this one, let's say I'm doing a themed thing, I could have it all in this and not worry about it and have this available for the other kits that I'm working on. So yeah, I think I covered a lot of pros and cons for working out of containers versus baggies and just went through it. I want you to comment down below some pros and cons that you think are beneficial and unbeneficial for diamond painting and working out of different systems. I want to hear it all. I'm sure I missed some stuff. I just kind of been thinking about it recently and thought I would go over my experiences and thoughts and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this. My beautiful sparkle butts, I do have our deeper dive into the diamond painting community survey live. It is in the description box below. Feel free to share it on all of your social medias and your Facebook groups, and you can even share it to your TikTok audiences, anywhere, everywhere, your friends and all the communities. We're trying to gather up as much information as possible, and so far we've had a lot of positive feedback and I'm having a blast with it. So if you haven't taken the survey, please consider doing so. Have a beautiful day. Bye.